sometimes you just gotta die so you can die again, guys. This is just one of those games where you just die. Yeah. So, well, I've forgotten the title.
You died when Necromancer revived you.
Yes. Such a classic line. It's
like one of those light novel
This
titles.
feels like Adventures of Lolo, but take away all the puzzles and you're running like hell.
And you're making it Dark Souls.
Yes, it's a Zelda-like Dark Souls all on one screen, and you're trying to get to the stairs. But
ladders.
Unfortunately, ladders. And unfortunately, there's objects that like are circular that block your path, and there's only one route.
Yeah,
so far.
Well, no, it's only one route so far.
I think it stays that way. But then there's like spikes that like flip over, and then deflip so you can run by. There's enemies. There's fake stairs.
There's monsters that block your path.
Yeah, I mean it's really a straightforward game. It's fun though because it feels like it's almost like a speedrun game. Like you'd have to play it perfectly. Like memorize each stage to maximize.
But that's the problem.
Is it on a timer? I don't think so.
It is on a timer.
Oh, it is.
The big
Okay,
problem is that you can't exactly memorize it because the level. Not only does the level regenerate every time you die, but on higher difficulties, it basically just resets your run of that current stage or just period.
Well, guys have tried with the speedrun idea. It didn't work. But I thought this was really well done. Like, I don't usually like puzzle games. This is sort of like an action puzzler. I don't know how to...
Not really a puzzle game. It's more like a... it's like... I want to call it a Souls-like, but it doesn't have the right
elements. Don't do it, Nikki. You've done it too much.
It doesn't have the right elements of a Souls-like.
Yeah.
Instead, it's more like a roguelike runner. Because you're running. But again, it's not even like a runner.
It's like a top-down runner action game.
A top-down platformer, I guess.
Not really a platformer. I don't know.
I mean, we're getting to that day and age now where we can't really
mishmash.
We can't really define games by their genre.
It's like a Mario thingamabobber. No, but it really feels like what if Legend of Zelda or Adventures of Lolo was a run up through your stages, and like at first you have a lot of time, and then I found like as you get closer to the end of the area, like there's no room for error.
Yeah, it's a very...
Or very little.
It's a very... and you can't...
Because then the walls, the path behind you starts to fall.
Bomberman.
Especially if you're near like the door, and then you hesitate, and then you're gone, because like that's the first tiles underneath you is just going to disappear. I would say the graphics are kind of like between...
retro-y?
I would say like an NES and Super Nintendo. Like, seems to have like a more dense palette than I remember the Super Nintendo.
Roughly a 12-bit game.
I don't know, something like that. 16, somewhere between maybe that's a bad guess. I'd say 16 to 32-bit.
Okay, like so more like a
Alundra now.
Like a 24-bit game.
Something like that. Like it's got really cool tile set where it feels more detailed, and even then it's not really super detailed. It's just well textured, I'd say. Like, and we haven't put anything quite like this. I'm sure the concept's been done before,
but this is like the first time.
It kind of reminds me like the dungeons in Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, where the ice is thin. I think that's the closest example we can have to what this game sort of feels like. Like those parts where there's broken tiles, or like almost completely broken tiles, and then you go on them and you have a second, otherwise you fall.
Yeah, I would also say like something along the lines of like...
Yeah, but it looks like sort of like cartoonish meets Zelda, like it's not completely Zelda.
So what would you give it?
I'd give it an 8 out of 10 at least, maybe 8.5. I wouldn't say it's perfect. My main criticism is it can be frustrating, but part of that frustration makes it fun. At first it wasn't frustrating, so it's sort of like, it's not that like exciting, but once you have to start getting good, that's when I find this is like the spirit of the game,
I give it an 8 as well. It's a pretty fun...
I don't think it's super expensive. I think it's a 5 or 10. I mean, that's pretty good investment. I could be wrong, but I I think I randomly stepped on it, like I saw in an ad, stepped on it.
Or like
I
in
randomly
your Queen.
discovered it. Like I'm like, oh, that's an interesting name of a game. Like, what kind of game is that? Sounds like an action game or something. I would say, yeah, definitely go out. I wouldn't say go out and buy it. Like maybe check it out, see if it's your type of game. But for that price, if that's the right price, yeah, I'd say it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's solid.
If you're
much like this.
If what we're talking about tickles your fancy, definitely pick this game up. It is very addictive. Yeah. If you're really a big fan of difficult games, I don't think you'll get tired of it. Especially.
I don't think it's that hard. It's just more you have to be quick.
Yeah. Very good reflex heavy game.
Mm-hmm.
And
timing.
And if you like regenerating levels, like it's never the same level, this is definitely your pick.
Pseudo roguelike for Nikki.
Pseudo roguelike. Well, they call it a roguelite.
Roguelike.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so think roguelike, but replace like with light.
You can't die, but you have to get it right.
Because the Necromancer revived you.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I gotta go revive someone right now.
Yeah, I gotta go revive my sleep pattern. Alright, keep on going, man. Bye.